Kajal Sarjani, and I am going to answer 5 questions related to data processing and connection with Google Analytics. The questions are also mentioned in the description below. The first question is, what is the role of cookie in data collection? We know that cookies are nothing but the small piece of text that occurs when we visit a website and says that the website contains cookies and so on. It is nothing but something that stores the data of the users or the visitors of the website. Google Analytics keeps a track on the visitors visiting the website as cookies based on the JavaScript tracking code. Whenever a visitor visits the site for the first time, automatically a user ID is created. It is unique user ID, and the browser stores that ID as a cookie. Now, cookies are very useful and handy as it provides the website to remember the interactions of the user with the website, and it provides a comfortable environment, hassle-free environment for browsing. Then examples, we can take examples like a website, a multilingual website, in which you enter your preference for the first time. Like you want English and you enter the preference, and the second time when you browse the same website, you get the contained in English. It is because your information or your preferred language is stored in the cookies, and then for the second time you get the same language. Cookies are also used for like you save your login credentials, and the for next time you don't have to put it or remember it to access that site. You also get ads on different social media like Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube when you search something on Google. This is what cookies are. Second question is, what is the difference between user and session? I would explain this with one example. Consider a house. Consider a house as a website, and the people living in the house, like the family members living in the house, as the visitors of the website. So now we can say that the different family members have different IDs, like father, mother, son, and daughter. So these, whatever the family members are in the website, coming to the website, are known as the users or the unique visitors of that site. And what happens is, they come into the house, they eat, sleep, they again they go out from the house, they again come in. So the time slot for which they are in the house means they are on the website. The visitors on the website is known as a session. So we can conclude that users are the unique visitors with the unique IDs on the websites, and the sessions are the time slots for which they are on the website performing different things. This is what sessions and users are. The third question is, how Google Analytics distinguish between new and the returning users. We all know that now, from the last questions, we know that Google Analytics creates a different ID or a unique ID for different users. So as soon as a user comes, the ID is created. And if that ID doesn't exist, then the user is known as a new user. But a visitor comes to the website and the ID is generated and that matches with the previous IDs, then we can say that that user is given the tag of returning user. But there are some limitations. Like if the user cleared the cookies or blocked the website, then when the visitor comes again, he doesn't get the returning users tag. It will get the tag of what we can say the new user.
But
Fourth question is that if we have an account with Google Analytics and we visit a site on Google Chrome or Internet Explorer differently, so we will be counted as like a single user or two different users? The answer to it is that we will be counted as two different users. Because yeah, we know that Google Analytics create new IDs for new visitors, so it is more specifically for browsers. Like if I am on one browser and I am on second browser at the same time, here I will get one ID and here I will get one ID. So we will get two different IDs, and so we will be considered as two people, two different accounts or two different visitors on different browsers. The fifth question is, what are sessions? And I will explain this with the example. So sessions are a time slot or a group of interactions which a user does with the with the website for a given time slot, and usually the time slot is 30 minutes. So as soon as I will visit a site, the time slot will start, like the session will start and it will last till 30 minutes. Then again the session will start, it will end till 30 minutes. So taking an example, I would say I already mentioned that a house and people in there, and then the time slot for which they are coming in the houses session, and that session is for 30 minutes. So this is what session is. And example taking, I would say, yeah, if I have to buy a coffee mug and I am visiting different sites for buying that, then I visited one site and I didn't do anything on that site and I came back. So the moment I entered the site, it started my session and it will last for 30 minutes, but I came back, so that was the time of session I was there. Then after some minutes I thought that okay, I have to again go on the site. I went on the site, I saw some pictures, and then I clicked the video. I clicked on a video link and saw that video. So in this, there will be two event hits, like for seeing the pictures and videos, and for page view. So this was a session. This was the second session in which I entered and I had two event hits. Then on being in that session, I went to another tab. Going on that tab, I stayed on that tab for like more than 30 minutes. So my session on this on the last site completed, and the session on this started. Then again I came to the site. My third session will start. Like in this way, we go on some site, we remain on that site for some time, we do some interactions, we do some things, and the things are not considered in sessions, but yeah, the time slot is something that is called as session. So these were the 5 questions I was supposed to answer. Yeah, the questions are also in the description. Thank you so much.